Nyame ma eda onyankopon ase wa konya wode amayen na anwumre nso yehia mu ye ne wo kasa wo Hope for Life radio so baby bia wo bia ejide se wo ho eye rade nyankopon enhyira wonte na nim ankyerɛw na wanya okese rade emanadom enoso emameno mienu nyina na onye omwaye Mondays you say Hope for Life you be say yehwe yefie na yehwe said ye nneɛma no esi ekro eno na yefrase ene yenso you started with marriage, the cultural crisis abese yehwe how our reality ene because a cultural crisis and it's so many things are happening to your introduction and we want to continue today and then we will build an argument for the entire also sumera de ne kwaso na ye na adwuma no se ne ese ye mompaye yame yeda was se wa ma ye kwan anwumre yi hwede ampon ye be se wo beboa yen na woni yen ebekasa befa asem yiso besiesie yen bekyerɛkyerɛ yen yɛde yefie ɛhwɛ wonsa empire bone sɛ yefie begina ama wo na yenkunimdie wɔ Kristo Yesu dim mo amen nyame enhyira once again sɛ wo yentam ha na woni ye di dwumadie yɛda nyame ase say you have been here. God bless you so much. Invite a friend, call somebody, say, oh my share the link, and not talk to people. Whoever is listening for this program, no catch and say, or invite you. Last week, you read Hebrews 13, Hebrew Fong Metri Dumi and Sachichemu and 9. I said, let marriage be held in honor among all, and let the marriage bed be undefiled, for God will judge the sexually immoral and adulterous. I say, yeni aware eni. Na aware mpansoma yengu hon fevre so Onyankopon de atemu beba wona ode adwoman sem sa aware anaso ode afidie ka aware. And yes, last week not last week, about 2 weeks ago when we started, Kasa, I said, for the very first time, especially in our Western culture, Europe, America, Canada, civilization, I say, we've been confronted. Say, yensa redefining home and family and marriage again. Yensa en chirichiri mubim. No ama issue no akwa yese na senka ebesi na die nim de friend in normal family. Well, I'm say normal family no nya normal biem. Eno nti yempe kwan bi so na yen define efie no. And even though no enya Bible mu enya sorry fie ene wo ma ba say yenwo no saa. Eye politics and the culture of the day no na see enya ne saa. But ade bi a ever cultural trend no, because culture no is the way people live. Ekwan nipa fa so tena se no eno ene ye culture no. And say nipa no ya setena mu nyina no say ye redefine nneoma no na say benya spiritual crisis nso. Every say de ekwan ye fa so didi ye de no munsuo no ye ba sorry fie a ye te ho saa. Enti say yes yen redefine the air cost wo ye wiase no say no ebenya nsunsu so na wo so. Enti ye hunu say de onyankopon edi efie no si ho no nyame say me pese Adam ono wo yiri Eve motena se na mo ware Satan si wo ani nyame etire mu pobi ani ho a me no men sorry so. Nti Satan has always been fighting nyame etire mu po nyame nhyehyeye nyame akwan, so much so say obese oma ewiase nyene hunu so no Satan ho. And what is happening is that he is trying or yene that family de bia say obeye ne sa na no na ama ehia say yehwe na yehunu ne na ede no na yehunu de kwan abefa so atena se enei. Enti cultural crisis no a make ho asem no say enei measured against the biblical teaching say what the nei ewiase yese ne biaba ewiase yese liberty ne niema ekoso no. So what the to Bible nkyerɛkyerɛ no ho wo efie abusua ne aware no a, it seems undeniable that Western culture and ours are decaying. Ye sa wo so call wo mo de ne bie baaye no. Su ene ban ne kwam fa so mo tena ase no proya kan. Na ka ye nso ye de nso. Ebi say ye da bia ne ye kopi de omo ye. Da bia ne ye hu so omo de no na ye papa. Eno nti ya wo papa kra no omo ama ye de ato ho ne afa omo de. Enti sa wo hwe enna kakra ya just few years ago, few decades ago, and ye hunu say enipa witness a major paradigm shift with regard to marriage and the family. Ye witness a changes akese na eba. If you say the Bible no can enipa supplant what the Bible is saying with some ideologies. I say elevate human freedom, human self-determination, and so much say she say eno na was say supreme human relationships. So we are at liberty, and to be to me any ope obi to me tenasema no ho obi to me it is a fun kwan be your person of fast because we are at liberty. And if people are saying say we are at liberty there, any mama yanhwe kwan liberty no so ade echo. And people are self-determined say the omo person omo ye bia no no person omo ye. And no na ade nipa akọ how mu. However, a confusion nipa settle ye ho. Because the nipa tena se no omo so omu yi Bible no ne nyame principles every one no de atena se ya. Eno na si AD no. Satan tena se all men nyame principles nya dwuma. Want me antena so. Oba asase so yes all men nyame principle tena se wo AD ho. Na oni nipa ekasa ye kwan bi obefa so adada ye no confusion ne nioma ene bae. And the nipa ye wiase so yes. The Bible na kan ho a choice. The nipa bi anso pefa aware ne said the opposite atena senso a choice. And in such confusion enipa bebre no gidi se Bible no principles no a decline ewo efie aware ne abusua mu a major progress. And to nipa bebre titi aso dem no yempe modern way of doing church, and who was a modern way of doing church in every. So far no modern way and say Nipa no bɛgyina ɔka modern way no a unhunu deɛ ɔwɔ pa kyerɛ. What is the modern? Because every Bible no, if you say nyame boy yen ananti every stage biara no enipa ye kɔ nim, but the nyame nsesa ti modern way ni say say yen sisi Bible ni trase ana say yenya Bible ne kan ye wo modern way nti no yenya Bible kan yenya mpaebɔ monkyerɛ yen modern way no na yen hunu yemfa ntoto kyerɛsɛm enti yemfa modern way na yemfa ntena se and you be say modern way no ne yes aware empena twen cohabitation and same sex and I said dear hen a modern way no monkyerem because more confusion no so people are so much confused and near many pakra kano they cannot even explain what they mean and rather no, they want to come with new competing moralities because only progress. What is it that is human progress? Say adia yenyen wo muwa munipe ye no progress no. Krama be mane krama be mehye mu a fight because omo any chire ni enai. Aponchi be mane aponchi be mehye mu a fight. Udwan be mane udwan be mehye mu. Enipa nko na be mane be mehye mu si yetumi kokoda demo sa awarefo. Is this what we call progress? Let us know what you mean by modern way. Because more confusion, you know, kesiye. And nearma and nipa yet so much confused, you know, about, you know. Enyana said we want to live a kana abraba enyina Bible so. Na sa views na ye de trase a enyina Bible so. Ene abusua no e demonstrate se nipa bia tenase na wose wo progress. Now progress is without God a very detrimental even for those who do not view the Bible as authoritative. You see say and near my cosway woman yina emwa won bra many person. Every say negatives edoso. Now, one major negative I hear say Boniviasim a divorce has skyrocketed when people cannot behave according to Bible principles. Divorce has skyrocketed. Divorce. Nipa don't mention marriage. As a yetenase ye wo ba kono ansa na ya hwese ye ware ya na ego and awarefo mu asori mu kra enipa no de ye aware no eta seze nipa ye tutu to quantity abedura brochire na ya ba be hunu de abrofo ye abrofo no kra anso tinu ano aditimu ene ojane yere den ne ojane kuno den cause abrofo no kra. And you ask yourself, so many other for Abrofono as it say, I'm gonna try Bible no ana. No, Abrofono try Bible. And so why are we doing this? I don't think that's how we never saw say. Now the effect even on people no is so tragic. Process any film, divorce process now because grand said enough form is so costly. After the impact on children and even on society at large, you encounter. Because it says society no end to build it. Any peculiar near Busian or mine to mean rely on people. Yet to whom say, ye did that barbershops and a dachino be. And this our how neglect no de mamofra and our more femu, sukumu, adisuemu. Kuboro semne, gang semne, drugs, ne nioma enipa de transit say na. The society no is at risk. Papa. All because say nipa transit say ye advance ti befa ye ne aye kwaso. Ebinum su say they are managing enkra no and we kofa we ba no we akofa we aba we spend the weekends ba and the ill effect in ensure currently. And so they are doing fine. Yeah, happy. but the trauma of divorce no any short term nti any say now serious negative long-term consequences no research are documented. And my friend eba be nyina low self-esteem. And net mama si we Jack no me amehemba na watete man na mema. Omo kosko mi afi omo nyina be nya dwuma yo. But low self-esteem are taking over say they are not progressing. Womu hu obia so obia a competitor. They are unable to coexist. Ushia no na wanka se wono na ye kese a wokoda no wosun because enipa wono kra obuza say what is wrong with me. Enipa fiber and soul are being destroyed because of yen short term no ye pese ye no ntia. And then sex outside marriage ebu nipa ware tete aware mpratwen ye tete asori mu ye tete abonten sofo no kra de ebi emfansi enko preaching chiro nipa tete asori no kra bible ma ne mema mpratwen butu wo mo to dwom waso dem preach waso dem so mo dem mpratwen ayi wo maduane emeranti ene mabo mo nware ye de na so mo de ye normal omode emema no bafie omode ma no bafie ma wofu obie promo omo kodem. So sad because at the end say ye progress human progress in the children say sanoma we no wa mankra na anye kra na akwa ye say we ye chinchin o ha ho be hyem kra no say de mu nyinyini ene de wiase ne bie na ba nte se kane no ye yenom de na ye bagimre yo to us way because the omoyen long-term effect no so then also krum han yet high long-term effect no they will pay heavy price from those kind of behavior for being adulterous and now say for their engagement in illicit sexual relationships. The price is heavy. Teenage pregnancy, any abortion, glaring examples. Kromha, a busaitum. My friend in Seni Kotuagua, no one circle. Tia Tifie, Tia Bonte, Tibebiani, a manu tugusa, and in Saint Chugu. Because yen to me fa Bible no ma I heard they say the onwa broach the jaw. Sana will be and Becca. Hey, mu jaw, and yen to me supervise him. And to me poor advice on. And before crying to me and control omo. And I had a broach the jaw. And while it is pleasurable in the short term, no, sex I will practice illegally, say outside marriage or say impractical, takes a heavy toll, both psychologically and spiritually. Ewo nipe biaso. Sex biya unu biya be having a illegal, say wawari no, wunwari no, or wawari no kuremu dia, that is fine. But say awari echi na okofai, wunwari na odi timu. All forms of sani mano. Or psychology no you're affected because it eats your soul. Adie nyamede ma ene say idea you should be practiced only in the context of our realm. Do the Bible no say our realm pa no mengu hunfe. Nyame boy ye nyina oba ne bema ba ko no de ema ye. Obi a choice ye ba ko. Take your time. Na search, pray. Na nyawode. Then also we jump from one to the other. What you're doing is a to be. If I be when a ma na mema that be oh bonded so much spirit together with your spirit. And there be a wound to anajo ama wa wun say when you're home. But what happens is when you're near my baby so see one punto no abrabon so quite. Bempi, you will suffer emotionally, and it is documented. Yeni abubo bosa brano, we suffer emotionally. Progress and so sometimes we create more. But who clearly say, on Timin to turn in your may, na Brabonon coso and Sifshe. I didn't hear. Because baby, Nyame actually say, and the two shall be one, no? And materialize it only in the context of sex in a marriage. A bra ye bonding would dear no be a back on a cranny any pedia back on your home. And anytime you are having sex illegally, no, you are bonding with this person. We are wajan hoko as I could bond with another. We are wajan hoko as I could bond. Now, Wama will cry no so, and yes, I am from Fraway, a bebwa. And to say, Yamitu who said, Jai, stay away. Why do you say Yami and Chirichim? Nana bo. Well, no name dear or the Maya Beye or Cratias for the living soul. So, why do you want to believe, say, Winnim Yansa Snare Raddy? Winnim Yansa Snare Raddy. What do you do? And they say, oh, how? And psychology will say no, your spirituality will say no. And you are growing to become insecure in the long run. And if you this abra even when they settle, or more secured, or more permanent relationship. And sit that they are always not secure. Because abra they are tenacity. We jump from we no cool, we no jam as serious worry or settle, but it doesn't settle easily. So I'm fine one saying I mean this was it. Now I mean I mean more. These people how more feminine they cannot tell. So I worry. Tibede wa babeka the ekoso wa natural. Nini padete to hosa stress bebre. Enti yen culture ne yen foundation no. We are destabilizing them because of any choices, and they believe in so-called progress. I see a progress in it, and I'm a phone is near my abba yefim. Homosexuality, I need to define or say same sex. Same sex. If you know a same sex, I'm adopting, but you deprive them of their primary role models. Nyamebo eni pano. The intention is say a male and female. That is what make a balanced being. Eni pano say you see eni power nyame subanso and necessary male and female. And the relationship be a male or female no a deficient. And that deficiency no a be affect is also what adopting grow. Obey any deal. Obey that deficiency no clearly. And a gender role confusion. So fancy mema mi enuna etiwana bako pretended to be Obana, bako pretended to be Bema. A mema mi by physical nature and way a mema. The role a mema playing in the home no a naturally wired to our brain and system. So how can you try to be what you are not? You will always be confused. You will always be confused. Or how no one say confusion no ye can see it na ye basa ewosa. A mommy you know about pretended to be Bema, Nabako pretended to be Oba. You are losing the concept of what it means to be masculine or feminine. Tienya medici say and say ye man ye man. Wouldn't me replacing it that with pretense. Any be behind for be. And is any purpose aqua we so near brabo we say the tenacia. What we are doing, nene say. Ye confused here. Oba or pretended to be Bema. Now I behave to say Bema. So I worry with ye. And you wash a man tidy. Oh, me and new for coffee said ne bobay flat. Why me I would dress a brow bre. When you say you want to appear, so we a Bema. Oh, Minia. Muntu or Mufo. Said the Yami and any pentimensano. And you don't even try doing it. And the results are Yehunone say a loss of complete identity of being human. And on a society no chere. More. Because we see ye evolve ye feed by. And that idea no na Satan push it through the culture na yetimu, and so-called modernization and progress. You cannot even fathom what it means to be progressive when and your man no rather no a being see when you pass it in. Your identity see ye nipa made in the image of God, male and female, no, and a ye lose. Na sana Satan so pe. When you are walking around, you are lost. Satan be say, a babe say, "Wunnim nipa kokra away." Enti wunnim nipa ko away ya. Bibia so to me eyobi. Bibia so to me fem. Nante bia to me nante. Abrawo bia to me bo. De wo pe bia to me. But the yan here de yenye wo bia nipa bia. Ye Nyankopon abode in the image and likeness of God. Our dini moja atoya boadi na ye precious in his sight. Tis a nipa tenase ne say, ye di abrabo biya tenase suben biya tenase. We are losing that identity. And this ye sex, so ye bemo, and also you are no, and yet it does not merely determine the form of our sex organs, but it is also integral part of our entire being. Wonipa duane nyina no ene wonipa no se de nyamese ye enti nya se de mi change me bema anase me kohwe asopresse me nofo na ma look different and that na fe no people so much say me ye he you are still not the same because the nyame boy no say eno na ma ye human being the entire nipa duane nyina no ye utiri utiri besi umore any physical features be enyame de hihye eno na ma wo ye nipa oba we de enko be ma nso we de enko emfa ho yeso wo oba we de ne ose be ma still touch na oba we de enko na be ma we de enko sanso na oba no mpenko sanso na be ma nso no mpenko mo ye medicine ni ade ne physiology ni anatomy you know say Mema dompe enko, mansu dompe enko. Structures are the same. Your hips and your body system enko. Sana nyame yeno. And in fact, how hard you want to try, you are still not getting it. You are confused. You are losing your identity. So cultural crisis weno. And I say time person what they FM. And these are few examples here. Me de mawe say. We are sanodi. We are already paying the price of confusion. Say if you know. And what do we do? What we want to do here and hope say, we want to give you an integrative biblical treatment of marriage. Sana yepesa yedema. Yabuta say. The fam says no ne, the me fam ne, ye kunu fam ni our Adjei affect and sorry name, branching ye may intimate control. Hope for Life wants to give you an integrative biblical treatment of marriage. That is what we want to do. Yabasi yashishano sa na yede boa wo enemy said ye family no essentially no ye clear on those moral confusion air cost one. Na yem firm up your conviction say clearly ye nim sani ma way na no ne date ti ye mano senti ye baby adwene ye ne so empra twe nya hwe kofa ba ma ba fie nya hwe okofo ba ba fie nya hwe na mpo ono mpo de wa start adwene wo mo terms no bi mu a ya boa na mo hu say hey you will lose your identity, you become confused, and you will not progress in life. Said the one person, you say one progress. Now we need to be able to return back to Nyame. Now yen bring it the culture now essay no back to God. Yen bring it your family no back to God. Yen bring it marriages back to God. Yen me fear no entrance to the true intentions of God. Nyame adwene, nyame nhyehyeye, nyame tirimupo, Yema eno no emre musa ema yenyina na yefie no enyina. That is what we want to do with these lectures, Bible studies. Yepese ye for some time until say ye time no be no every Monday we want to give you an integrative biblical treatment of what it is to have a home, family, and marriage. I said ye bese di atenase no abeboa. Every say ewiase yi sofa ewiase yi hunamane na yese ewiase no a esofa no ne ewiase a one neglected the creator's purposes for marriage, family, and the home. Se wiase no be sofa na say wiase no clearly I miss it out, baby. Ewiase na esofa na ewiase a clearly afa wono ane kwan so atoto wono anakwan ana ayira ana ama enya haw se wiase no ana ama yenyina yenya problem. Na ade ba konso asaba ni said the church too asafo also have lowered itself to the standard of the world in so many ways. Ye wiase ama asafo no anso akofom because they say asono kra no asofo ni asompanifo nso find it very difficult say ebetumi agina mu aka sade nyame pe tie dru ba bia na yake ano atum because they say the oka yenka ede na yaka yenka ye lowa yenso ye ho amawiase no atake over ye lowa ye ho amawiase no nso atake over tenkura ye no omutitie saa no omode titete ne no omutitie asonum ye mo wo adwumadie ni ade not say bad say mo adwumadie but when we are giving them roles to play in the church yenye ni we as ye yama ayiwo mafiri saa esu huduo no na yenye saa se ye de afem se de omotimu no eye kakra emu bejai amabra yenni solutions be adema kakra bejai. We have seen the problem but yenni any remedy be about the kasa kakra bejai. How do you get them out kakra? How do they get out with these kakra? The church have lowered itself to the standards of the world so much in many ways. And so the church has also become part of the problem. Yes. And it's not offering solutions to the problems that you hear. And it's not that we are not aware, say, we need to be educated about God's plan for marriage and the family and the home. Nese you're aware, aware. Pa in say nyame wo ne kwan na nyame wa enkyerɛkyerɛ nso de mai. But what is happening in say the nyame ka bia no yenso ya adwene say yenso ye befa ye ne ayakwan so. Nti nyame ka ne say ya yenso ye befa ne say. Ti asɔre no wo ho. There was so much resources in abundance. They are available de mai. There was specialized ministries. Ewa so num ebebuaye. There were so many marriage seminars and retreats. There were books ahodo ayachoro neoma bebre. They focus on these things. I saw no crowd official statement about marriage. Sorry dear. Who saw any other forms of union be enyina the Bible no can male and female no. You say achia and your Bible kwanso. If we want to minister to those people and so Bible kwan no ma fast. Fantastic. Yet for all that the church is doing, the fact still remains say in the end there is shockingly little difference between the world and the church. In fact, in spite of your statement is ane dear emfa Bible kwanso biya no ye bone and there was a minister to them no behu no kre no official memenda kwan for stands on marriage and family and home against sa progressive ewiase mentality no. Yet we see say little difference is happening. Obianim mimi unzu say progress no ye just a little. And why? I didn't hear. Memi jiri said the entire air cost and say yɛntumi build strong Christian marriages and families no ɛwɔ kwan a ɛbɛtumi aboa ma nneɛma no akɔ so firi sɛ there is lack of commitment to seriously engage in the Bible as a whole. Yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛsua Bible no yie sɛ asafo no. Yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛsua Bible no yie sɛ yɛfie. Na yɛahwɛ Nyame commitment a wɔhwehwɛ firi hɔ sɛ yɛde bɛtena ase. We are not doing that. Yɛnyɛ ne saa. Anuanom adɔfo, yɛnyɛ ne saa. Yɛnsɔre no ayɛ so much anti-spirituality. Say, yɛka honhom mu nsɛm ne nipa feel so tired. Say, ada dɔɔso, adesua dɔɔso, deɛn dɔɔso. Ne nyinaa nso bonsam de yɛgu afiase. And the one person yɛbɛ liberate yɛ ho. Satan person yɛbɛnya liberation nso nti no. Ɛna wɔde haw no agu yɛn nso too much. Ti asɔre no nso ɛɛsɔfa kwan bebree so. Enti enwoma no bebree wɔ hɔ, but we are not balanced. Ayɛ sɛ wodidi deɛ, nanso wonni a balanced diet. And yɛyɛ nsɔre no deɛ, but the spirituality no yɛ imbalanced. How a woman no, yɛ emphasize nneɛma no bi na binom nso yɛgya to hɔ. Nneɛma biara yɛgyiri saa sɛ ne ka den no biara no ne yɛde atoto to hɔ. Na afei no deɛ ɛɛfoɔ no na yɛdi akyire. Ti yɛn sɔre no mu nso no imbalances no dɔɔso. Na sɛ yɛyɛ ahwɛyie. Enti mama yɛnhwɛ kwan yɛbɛfa so abalance yɛn nneɛma no na yɛnhwɛ ne yie. Sɛ awarefoɔ bi struggle when couples are struggling in their marriages. Say when young people be struggle. Sɛ binom nso tete mpratwe mu a, they often find it so helpful to focus on the more superficial remedies. And nneɛma no a ɛha yɛn no, yɛtete animu ani superficial no nko ara na yɛhwɛ. We do not want to do the basic foundational ones. And your treatment in your superficial, improve your communication skills. And your seminars in how to communicate in marriage. And you're good because we will talk about it. And the main condemn say marriage seminar how to improve marriage communication. But me say a superficial nebia. How to enrich your sexual life. Someone na ya na munye ya monfemfa mo ho modi bubọ mo ho atrimodin a, which is true. Many side is nyina ya adwene a, clearly it works, but it is still superficial. Ayaniso no nso ebia. How to better meet each other's needs. Monhwe ye mo ho na mo hu mo hia de na mo meet ye ka ne nyina. But me myself ni say, yeah, how no American cultural crisis about marriage, you know, or how no deeper than just improving communication skills, improving sex life, meeting each other's needs. When no say the furnishing, what do you need to put to make the house beautiful? But the house must have a foundation deep rooted in the ground. And nearby baby will say, come me no echina. And those ones, that is not what we treat when it comes to marriage. And you may improve on marriage communication skills. But Babetina Hoa. And found sweet words of I love you, Obekan Siaga. And found sex life or sex cancer a mobile cone styles a hodra ye bechere monamon fantenas in siaga. Because the problems lies deeper than just meeting each other's needs. Until makoto ka mano, makoto tontadia, makoto mpabua mano, ho in siaga. Ebuano ya uhuru ngukum and I nwadi ani boom ye senior boom. Still, because the issue is What does it mean for a man to leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife? I see anything. We need the deeper meaning. No, I was a ututu. Now, I see anything. What does it mean for a husband and wife to become one flesh? Sesania we want to start our communication, which it is good that man can say. It is good we talk about communication. But before we will get to communication, we must get to know the deeper meaning of what God instituted as a home, as a marriage, as a family. I know that was a yes answer. What does it mean to become one flesh? Or be with dear back on say. How can they be naked and not ashamed? I'm just taking you to Genesis. My foundation, I don't want to be that obia. Workers, communication, but they superficial. Now, if you maybe I become actually. I'm taking you to where God first blessed the marriage. Baby, and you didn't carry our any see her. Test no, contest no, or the kasayan. I want to take you there. They may person me know. Well, that is where we need to begin from. Now, if you are building on said the Bible, no, eka huasem. They do call Genesis 1, Genesis 2, where God created our first parent and then He blessed them, or institute our first marriage. That is where I want to take you to. Now, share the foundations now of the Bible. Say, son or can, or say, living and cleaving, or I see anything. Becoming one flesh, and I see anything. Naked but not ashamed, I see anything. How can it be that once married, husband and wife are no longer two, but one? What does it mean? What does it mean? As Jesus taught, because it is God who joined them together. And how can that be that the two has become one? And as Ameka said, the problem lies deeper. I'm not trying to be special here. I'm just trying to be, say, go back to the Bible. Now, the Bible no can say, it is an we say. Now, if you see, you improve on communication, you improve on sex life, you improve on meeting our needs, then it will click, it will make sense. That is what I'm saying. Says our crown in the mature. Now, I will say, letter, for sentence and how to put them together. Okay, yeah, still no any mature. And the better then I will to me put the sentences together. And you also what Shroman a coherent or share now yet that now cranet TV. We are there no day true. Because on to me put two letters together. And yes, a bit to me actually communication, but say any foundation, you better build the communication as well. What does it mean? And Jamaica said the problems lies deeper. And that is what we want to treat. How does sin twist and distort the roles of husband and wife, parent and children? Sin aboniate me a twisted awarie. Ama awarie muno. A mema ne ma asetena ni ejume di achia. Awofo ne mofranso di achia. It is only if we are seeking to answer some of these deeper and underlying questions will we be adequately equipped to deal with specific challenges we face in our relationships with one another. So ya nhwehwe enioma no said esitia yentimi enro. Nti the American say we are understanding the marriage dynamics poorly in our days. Satan trick here into believing say you bet me is superficial. And yes, yawoho. But there remain a need for teaching that does not treat issues related to marriage and family in isolation, but shows how human fulfillment in this relationship is rooted in the divine revelation found exclusively and sufficiently in this Bible. Te betumi aka no anwumre ne se yembese ye be isolate issues no yebese ye fa nyame se de odi fie ne si ho no na ye tena se na ye ka ho nkomo And I want to invite you to this program. Every Monday, say, come. Because here with deeper issues we need to talk about. Here we will talk about communication. Here we will talk about improving your sex life. Here we will talk about everything. Here a long load to unload. But here they started with the deeper issues. Said Nyame pe say Nyame. Nyame nhyira wo. Onti na ni mu nhyira wo. Awon hye wo den. Na wo mwa wo mene wo. As we prepare to go deep into what it means to have a home. Said Nyame de ma yen. Until then, my introduction to what we want to do so far. I want you to be assured, say, Nyame beboy, we will get to the roots of the matter. Invite your friend. When you be struggle or worry more. Kajiro nene hokanin said they should make time. Oh, adamphobia, they should make time. Oh, ba. On worry, I drew our rain so and war power successes a beer. When they should make time. What? And Yami Bishraye. I maintain any munchire in our my asumdre. Christo yesterday. Let's pray.
Amen.
Nyame yeda was for this opportunity. Hope for life, Jumedi ye say amakwa unyame. You know what we are going through in our homes and in our churches and in our various places. Unim papa. Na wa unyame a unya ye nyanka se yemre na yentoto abano. You always find a way. So you will come through to us. That was for this opportunity. We are asking you, dear Lord, so be buaye. Na yetumi Adjei akoma ya dwene ye nipadua nyina ama. Now as we seek from Genesis and some no wokeka no wasem no. Said ye sitie ma ye fie no. Enim said ya ka nyina o de be hyehye aboaye. Ayahombrase akoma. Ayahombrase adwene. Ma ye nimdie ni nyansa efiri osoro ane ntiase betumi ya chichire ye mfie. Die efiri ahohwie mu. Die efiri adwumammo adwene mu, adwumammo asetene mu. Die efiri niyoma bone bia ye de jeopardize ye fie. Na emom awrade emfe ye honto so. Yesoro no abehwe ye wiase. Wiase esi ne trase. For so many challenges mo. Ne wagefo to beboa ye atu anim kire ye. Hraye nyina. Christo Yesu demo. Amen.
Amen. Yo, so for Nyame Israel, but this is deep. Adofo, until utie some now say emudu. Mama Wendy Nyame Israel, Mr. Juma, ozusu Nyame Israel. Adjei ozusu Nyame Israel. And so for some no can emudu. Said me catch no. Now what you send you best any software share. Make it a date. Now obetin some a chance say. When so we Adjei awarisem sensem bebrewum asofo me ehun enioma ewo ye ne awarimu afi no sofo ahase kura we odwan tonkanam ne ho enti bomodian ne frewu nia bi se ono so ejuoda bia on tune in no benya ensem netie de sofo adika ye no okoye Facebook YouTuber ne nyina eda ho ubetimi akobo atie na onso ubeyinhira osofo Nyame inhira ene obre yenim se nya wohwese ne Nyame adoma yebesan eno Asia. Nyame bibri.
Amen.
Yo, the 40 also for Samuel. Adjei Boadi and yetini kana sere mekaye no na wohwese ne yebesan eno Asia. Se nyumisi no antie nka na aware jumadi a yasase no aha ene edi besi de obeto ase no eye osofo Ebenezer sechi ene yebetini nka. Nyame bibri so bekaye ho.
Procurano, we any sadia, and the Jebba. He said, what are we and Padia? There is some work we and Padia. When you mean when you sent to see, I would do that. We don't want to share with Nancy, and to find a clear what every time. And for your son, and your body, and no be anywhere, what in the temple do over. We don't want to see, I would do the door. Jamma Wariso. Jamma Wariso. Jamma Wariso. Jamma Wariso. Madame for your choice, you will hear who's take me. I have
Ayafu Christo Dasa, young from Suninachi, Odimaya. Eti wakunu asadi anesa ubenya wodasu kuama hoye adi obuwa manu akura no dia masaka eniti ebeba mfa wabaju se ni na woyiro nada mfa wina no nyi na woyire banza umfim pade anado nisa na sana yehowa subeshira mo emma mu wariso ni jemkuwa Ayafu Christo Dasa, young from Suninachi, Odimaya. Eti wakunu asadi anesa ubenya wodasu kuama hoye adi obuwa manu akura no dia masaka eniti ebeba mfa wabaju se ni na woyiro nada mfa wina no nyi na woyire banza umfim pade anado nisa na sana yehowa subeshira mo emma mu wariso Jankwa Jamma wariso awariso Jamma wariso Jankwa Aboje shasi adimi yenu ni awashira siti uyane konko awadi ni jijikai Enkupu wani kudia washira sinuti Asasi ya wadini Ayani kumkum shinyami ya dunya Asasi ya wadini Yincha kwanza kwa nina filimu Etrasi wapia huna sajia Ayani ni kwanzu Manijia baba Eki wapa Sajia nisa Babire huwasi ya shawuku nasi Adi obuwa manu wa kura no Uyani sadia Manijia baba Fisa wapa uye mpadia Turasa mwaka uye mpadia Onyamine kwa nisanti ya butila Kira uwasi shamukunasi Nadubai media wataritai Mefa unyansa nani ya poti ya minopia iwa Wawari netamfudo wapa Kira uwasi ya ukunu bendo Apoti ya shasi Adiyemi ya nini ya uwashira sati Uyane brongo Awadiya ni diya jikai Yamkuku wani kudia washira sinuti Asasi ya diya wadiyemi Ayane kungu